Damn. I just want to record this night for myself. I was just listening to like the Joker. And like a Paramore. I always have like a crazy. The Joker by the Steve Miller Band. Guitar Hero World Tour my dad got me and my sister. When that shit was basically still fresh. I love that. Eye of the Tiger and No Sleep Till Brooklyn were my favorites probably. But I don't know, me and my dad just always loved the song The Joker. When I was in like 8th grade, I went to go live with my mom. And she was always trying to get attention from my grandparents. Because she never got that as a kid. And she would like cry and tell them like, I was abused, just to admit that it happened. So she was struggling. She like played that song while I was sitting in my room alone. Just living a fucking nightmare because I didn't want to be there. She played that song outside and I was like drinking beer that I stole. And I heard her and she was like, y'all remember this song? I was like, you heard me playing that, like, it's fine if you don't love me and you don't give a fuck about me. What's another thing when you want to like, I don't know. Cause that shit was weird to me. Cause my mom never fucking liked me. She never fucking liked me. I don't think it was cause I was like darker than her other kids either. So at least it's not that. You know, in the video I just made, I was like talking about how I never really had any friends because I lived with my grandparents and I wasn't allowed to really have friends that weren't white growing up. And I don't think my mom necessarily knew about that, but I'm just trying to say it in defense of my mom, like she's always been a really strong ally because she herself, she's not fully white, she's just really Irish, but like my mom isn't like fully white, like she's not like fully European, so you know, but regardless, she's like really white looking and she dyes her hair blonde, and her mom's super racist, so you know, props to my mom. She always like stood strong in being a good person in that way of like not being racial, hence why she had me as her first kid, I guess, you know. But yeah, hopefully getting a job soon, because I just click with the place that I went to an interview with, you know. I think I would do right by them, so hopefully they hire me, but it would be a really good job for me, honestly, because I love this city. I just couldn't handle anything before. I was getting like followed around basically, and I couldn't not even go outside because, you know, if I got caught in the wrong spot, I would get attacked and stuff. And I just had so much trauma. Like my old therapist, she was like, she pulled me out of high school and she told me I have too much trauma to be able to accomplish daily tasks. So, I mean, but that was a long time ago and I was still being traumatized, so hopefully this goes better. Because I think it would honestly make me happy, because I like the people that work there and that makes all the difference. The customers and the responsibilities, yeah, it should be fine. If I was in Bloomington, it could be the same fucking place with the same people, but like the customers that would come in and the people that have hurt me in the past that live around there, like it just wouldn't work out. So I was in a tough position for a while, but I fell in love with this city. I want this city to be mine. It kind of already is, but I don't know. That's just the consensus, is just I'm in love with it here. I hope nobody fucks it up. People are constantly stalking me and trying to do that, but they really have nothing on me. I mean, the worst things people have done is literally, like, threaten me, like, do this, like, on purpose, this bad thing. Oh, we'll tell people that you did this if you don't do what I want. That type of shit. But at the end of the day, in my head, it's like, you can do shit like that. Like, that's an example of the shit people will do, but it's like, what the fuck was I trying to say? It's like, you know, like, that's cool. It's still kind of like, so? Like, what the fuck? The police aren't gonna believe somebody like that. And to me, basically what I'm trying to say is, I would just explain my situation for what it is. Like, in that example, I would just be like, yeah, I was forced to do that in this way. So hopefully the people fucking with me will see this and, like, wisen up. Otherwise, ongoing social experiment. Anyway. You know, I'm kind of depressed, but I got this entire pack of Oreos. Half a beef stick to eat. I just ate a tamale. Oh my god, dude. There was this girl I used to be friends with. She wanted to say we were dating. After like a month of knowing her, I wouldn't even kiss her. I would refuse. So I would say friend. Well, whatever. Miss Yasmin Luca. She, I think I should know this. Because this kind of information pertains to stuff about my own heritage. You know, I don't remember what island her family's from. Her mom's side. Either way, one time her abuela, she brought, or maybe it was her aunt, brought, like, I think homemade tamales. Yeah, them bitches was good. That hits different, bro. Even from, but, I mean, I'm eating this store-bought ones. So I didn't really shit, but yeah, that went hard, bro. Yeah, every time, like, y'all can relate. A lot of times, I'll date somebody in the past, and I end up falling in love with their family. I won't even get along with the people anymore, because I'm like, man, fuck you, you don't treat your family right. Because people don't know what it's like to be abused and, like, left in the cold like I was. I mean, like, I didn't even live anywhere for more than, like, a few months at a time. I was literally tossed around like crazy. Everybody who fought for custody of me would, like, scream at me and be like, nobody fucking wants you. But then they would go and fight for custody of me. Like my grandma, she would do that shit. Like, what the fuck? It makes no sense. And then there would be people that would want custody of me, and the people that would abuse me like that would, like, fight them and be like, you can't have her. Oh, I was a little girl, so. But, damn, it's hot in this bitch. I'm hoping to get new people that I can feel comfortable having close in my life. That are healthy and reasonable people that are actually lovable and don't give me anxiety for one, you feel me? So I'm in the right area, like in the right type of cities, but like it's a struggle, bro. Nobody ever says it like this. Like it's, I mean, at least for me, it's just like a struggle being more of a selective person because of my anxiety, I guess. It's a fucking struggle to find somebody who I basically have anything in common with anyway. But I don't know. I mean, I talk to people every day, and it's just like, off the bat, I just feel like, oh, we're so different. Like, so I never really say anything further than whatever anybody else is talking about with me. I don't know. It's just a bullshit ass night. I started recording because I was in a good vibe. When I started recording, I started thinking about people again, and I was just like, I'm over it, bro. Something I'm having to process recently, basically. It's just like, I'm trying to fathom, like, genuinely how, like, really bad people are mentally. And, like, how far people will go, and, like, how many in ratio of all of the population. Like, it's just unfathomable. Like, it's really hard to, like, take all the way in. Because, like, right now in my life, it does not affect me at all. Because those people don't exist. I never see or hear from them. They just exist in the background, in the shadows. A lot of them, like, probably talk shit about me. And I literally never think about them. But, like, my struggle, though, is, like, coming to terms with, like, how many people are capable of being such a horrible person that, like, I can see why the world is the way that it is, I guess. Because there's so many children. Okay, let's even, like, I always say, like, there's so many people starving and so bad off in other countries. But in America, let's just leave it like this. In the country that I am in right now, where I'm dealing with this, there are countless children right now with tears in their eyes. There should never be a child with any tears in their eyes unless they're struggling to communicate something, to ask for something, or they're experiencing basic sadness in life, like the feeling of loss or grief. But there's so many kids who are, like, facing, like, such serious problems or hate towards them or neglect or abuse. I can't fucking stand it. Right now there's animals that are, like, not being fed or getting beat by their owners. Like, there's people who weren't loved enough where they're abusing and neglecting themselves. That's the craziest thing. There's people right now with heroin needles in their arms. There's people cutting themselves. Like, what the fuck is, like, because that's what the world really is. That's really what America is. It's either that or it's somebody, you know, focused on themselves in their life and the things that they work to keep in their lives selfishly, including relationships. And they're making money and they're just focused on that. They really don't do anything positive for the world. Like, for the most part, legitimately, besides putting into the economy. You know, most people, they just never go out of their way to do anything different that makes a positive impact. It's really sad. But yeah, basically what America is, it's mostly people suffering or people having to, or just wanting to focus on selfishness, on being selfish in an unhealthy way. and then everybody else is suffering. And suffering can come in a lot of forms. There's emotional suffering, you know, there's physical suffering. But just bottom line. And I guess there's also, you know, there's people that just kind of are in the middle ground, where it's like, we're not selfish, we're super giving, but we got to a point where we're adults and free enough to not be suffering as much. Like, what I'm doing right now? No. I would be suffering if I was around anybody in my past. That shit was unbearable. So I'm gonna end this video with the advice. I went so many years as a teenager, like, wanting to cut basically everybody off and stop letting people see me or hanging out with them, quote unquote. Just all of that shit. It would be so active in my mind. It would almost be all that I can think about. Like, oh my god, I almost fucking hate you. I hate you. Like you just, you do nothing but make me feel bad. The only impact you leave after all this time now is just making me feel worse. That's all you do. You don't make me feel anything good. There's nothing positive. And I began to feel that way. And it's not like everybody, but it's like everybody that I knew, like family and friends and shit, and acquaintances, like bro, it was just like, all you do is make me feel horrible. You never ever leave any positive impression on me. Nothing. Nobody does shit. And that's just basically how it always was. So basically my advice is, in any given scenario, but the example I'm giving, like, if you're feeling that way in a type of situation, it's better to let it go. It's better to be alone. But if you're in any situation where you have, like, an actual stress on your mind and you don't know what decision to make between basically action and non-action, like, should I end this, should I do this, or should I just leave it? It's on your mind for a fucking reason. Do not do the inaction, bro. It keeps coming up for a fucking reason. Like, every time, I would take literally years to cut somebody off, if I ever even did, because most of them aren't cut off now. We just, like, I just, you know, like, shit happened where it's like, we just hate each other more, to be honest. But, like, so now they don't want to, like, try to force to be around me, which is, like, thank God. But, like, bro, I forgot what I was gonna say. I don't know, but it's fucking worth it, because, like, the one regret that I can think about having in life is that, like, is about, basically, how do I word this? It's about not being enough for myself, or being strong enough for myself in order to, like, make a room for other people. No, fuck that. Fuck that. Nobody's company is worth it. If it was worth it, you wouldn't feel bad around them or because of their company. That's all that is. And that can only happen just naturally, almost out of coincidence, I think. Like, that just has to be, it just has to be that person that's gonna be there. Otherwise, bro, fuck everybody. Fuck everybody. Like, honestly. I literally, I spent so much time, like, in this mental battle. This is actually really real. No, this is real. Like, it was like a constant mental battle of, like, I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't, you know, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to miss opportunity. But it put me in a position where I was just being fake. But it was like, you know, I'm considering that you have any feelings for me in any given situation that I was in with any type of relationship. And, you know, I would try to stay around, but it's like, at the end of the day, looking back, and I was genuinely suffering. So if you're like still in that type of phase in life, you gotta hear me out and recognize if you're in this situation and deal with it. Because I'm just saying, my biggest regret is just not, like, making my mind up at any fucking point. I could have, in a way, like with certain people, certain people like were literally like physically harming me and threatening me and following me, so I had no choice but to be around them. But that I regret too. Like all in all situations like this, I regret not doing something at all. Like, dude, when I was 14, I could have decided to just say fuck every single person I've ever known and try to meet new people. And honestly, my life probably would be a lot better if I had done that and never ever, you know, tried to interact with somebody in my past again, to be honest. It's like, you only need one time to learn your fucking lesson, though. I'll just say that. But, yeah, I don't know. Even if it's, like, somebody who's just, like, toxic and they're not willing to change and they get, like, infuriated when you try to, like, say, like, hey, can you please try to be better in this way and change in this way and grow as a person, and these flaws that you have that you know what I'm saying? And the way that you treat me, I don't like it, so can you change like this? Type shit. But then, there will be people who are honestly, like, you can see it as, like, not worth letting them go, but honestly, like, basically my advice is just be easy as fuck to cut anybody off. Like, honestly. I'm in so much regret, because it's like, I don't know even what it fully fucking is, but it's like, I'm not the only person who's caught myself in situations where it's like, yeah, I'm hanging out with other people. Oh, we're supposed to be having such a good time. Ha ha, he he. In reality, honestly, the best times I've ever spent in my life are probably just times I've spent, like, by myself, like, enjoying everything. And there's been some, like, pretty decent conversations I've had once in a while with people. You know, I hate to say this, but, like, no, I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna not name any fucking names in this video. Good times or bad times, shit. But it's true though, like, all of those times I'm thinking about, this is why I regret it, looking back. It's like all of that effort that I put into and all that stress and worry I had over other people in my relationships or friendships with them, whatever. It's like, holy shit, I could have just been sitting, like, laying in bed eating ice cream. Like, watching something or listening to music. Like, are you fucking kidding me? And, you know, part of the problem is, and I hate to say this, but, you know what, I might as well be honest, and, you know, there's a reason, like, some people are mad at me to this day for this, I think, but, like, I do have a little bit of a racial problem, because a lot of the people I'm talking about are white, like, Europeans, and, like, except for, like, the really queer ones, like, I've never felt as comfortable around people like that. And I guess, honestly, the relationships I've had that I'm mentioning with people like that, it made it so much fucking worse, because now I have in my head, like almost like a fear type of uncomfortable, where it's like, are you gonna, like, hit me right now? Type shit. Because it's like, I feel like other people like me, like, other people I grew up around, like, real people, white people are real people, but you know what I mean? Like, when you, like, I don't know, when you're violent towards somebody, it's really straightforward, and it's usually, like, for fun, or because we both know that you just fucked around too hard and you just did or said something really wrong. But for white people, they're, like, weird. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Then actually, oh my god, there's this couple that I'm friends with. I did go to this chick's house and I think that she's white. When I was in like 8th grade, and it was all white kids, I think. It's the nerdy white kids are good. For sure. For sure. Those kids are good. The nerdy ones, they're actually really nice and gentle. But dude, oh my god, like, I don't know. I'm trying to work stuff out of my head. That's what the fuck this video is. But I used to be worse, bro. I used to be worse. I used to genuinely, when I was a teenager for like a few months, I genuinely thought that all white people were evil. And that's just not fucking fair. Because, like, looking back, I did not have my head straight. Because, like, I went to school with white people. I know blonde people. There's children that are fully white that I held. Like little babies. Blonde ones. No, it's not fucking true. They're not all evil, so. Anyway, I'm just trying to get this bullshit on my head by making this. But personally, just the way that things are, actually, with like groups of people though, white people have always treated me worse. Always. Even people that are supposed to be my family, whether it's like step family or whatever, white people always treated me worse. Everybody else will treat me like a human, like love and like so much sweetness and giving and compassion and respect. When I was growing up, like when I was younger, anybody would try to help raise me and guide me. But I never felt like that from white people. Like, so, I don't know. I got some issues though, because I'm literally about to start crying. Like, what does that mean? Like, what the fuck? But I don't know. I honestly am trying to figure out what to make of that, because it's like, are like a majority of people that are mostly European, like, is there something really that weird about them? Is it a racial thing? Because they literally won't always treat each other that bad. But everybody who is not white, they will not ever make me feel like that as much in the way that I mean. So that's really fucking weird. I'm not saying I'll never like get along with somebody white again, because I do right now. So this is also to say, like, please don't think that all white people are bad, because we just can't have those mentalities. I know that it can't be true, because no child is born bad. What the fuck? That's bottom line. But the fuck? I think there's about to be a huge shift in my fucking life, basically. Cause, I mean, if I'm keeping it real though, if I'm keeping it down to earth and realistic and less trying to be all correct about shit, basically, the consensus is, I can't be fucking with white people no more. White people are the people that are the reason that I want to cry on this night. Just trying to enjoy my own fucking company and shit. I almost fucking cried. White people, why you always treated me worse than everybody else? What the fuck? What the fuck? Honestly. Like, everybody else, y'all good. Y'all human beings who understand how to treat other human beings. There's something wrong with white people. And I do kind of want to know. I'm about to just browse on the internet too. Because I'm like, do other people basically feel like this? Do other people... Can other people say that this is their experience without it being like blatantly because of just straight up being like a different race than white? Because I feel like I'm the only person I've really seen say this shit. Like, what the fuck? Are they just like meaner type of people that like got passed down through families? Like, what the fuck? Because they're not, like, made by white people. They're so nice and lovely. Ain't no fucking way that why are white people so unwelcoming? Like, that's it. That's the point of the video, though. 30 minutes of me just rambling about nonsense. I look goofy. Good night.